Today I'm going to do a little review and unboxing of the Evolution R15 Vac. And there's a few reasons why I've decided to get this, so I'll let you know what they are. So we've got a user's manual. Press the button, I think it sucks. Press the button, it stops sucking. The hose and extension poles, 2 of these nicely clipped in the sides, a 3-meter cable I believe, which is always handy, on-off buttons, and this is actually the reason I bought this specific unit, and I'll explain that in a second. Let's just unclick this and have a look. Decent size filter. Now on the reviews I have read that it does get blocked up quite quickly, but we'll see about that. Another filter. Now there is something to do with whether it's used for wet or dry. And then your standard bucket. Right, so what does it say in here? It says like my damn videos and subscribe to my channel. Much appreciated if you do. I'm not sponsored, I'm not monetized, just like and subscribe, that's all I'm asking for. 1000 watt motor. Now for the socket, which is what I'll explain to you in a bit, 1700 watts is the max you can plug into this. 1.8 meter hose, I wasn't far off. 3-meter cable, and if you're really interested, 42.5 litres per second airflow. This is the cartridge filter. If you do want to use it as a wet vac, unscrew that, slide this off, and then just slide this on. Try not to rip it. So just use that if you're using it as a wet vac, if not a cartridge filter. Now there's 2 reasons really I bought this. This has something called a power takeoff function. So you plug your vac in, you can plug your power tool into the vacuum and it turns on itself when you're actually using whatever tool it is. And so every now and then I do jobs at people's houses or outdoors. This is a lot easier to take than a big shop vac. Let's see what's in here. Accessory storage. Previous tool. Whatever the hell that one's called, it's actually got a name. And then this port we use when we're using vacuum. This port we use when we need to blow. What I'll do for now, let's clip this in. Goes in easy, it locks in place, which is really nice. Turn it on, so what we're all waiting for. Doesn't seem too bad. It's not the most powerful thing you'll ever find, to be honest.
A few moments later.
Now this is another reason I bought this, because as we all know, sometimes vacuuming doesn't always work and it's just more fun to blow stuff. Don't do this at home, but just blowing all my pencils away. This is way too much fun. Right, enough messing around. I'll show you the power takeoff. Also, I have just bought these 3 pieces of universal hose attachments, depending on what size you need for your tools. For an example, I've got my sander here. I plug my sander into the vac, put it on the second setting, which is standby now. Good thing I did buy these, because that doesn't actually fit onto this. Now when I turn this on, it should automatically turn my vacuum on. Pretty perfect, stays on for about 5 seconds after you're done, which is always good. That is pretty much the only reason I've ended up buying this, guys. If you've got a small workshop, it's hard to get around to keep turning your vacuum on. If you're doing a few cuts but you need to measure in between, you can just have that on standby, it'll do it for you. All in all, don't fall, don't. Now I paid £75 for this. It was actually on offer. It's usually £100, but I'll have it linked below along with the attachments. Most things I do post, guys, are affiliate links. It costs you nothing extra, but if you buy through my link, I do get a small cut out of it, which helps me keep making bad videos. So I'll do a few tests. First, my jigsaw. I've never actually used a vacuum on a jigsaw, so what I've had to do, I'll show you in a second. Find all the attachments that work. It was a bit of a nightmare. I've extended the hose. This is one I had before. I do recommend extending your hose. Connectors, this is my favourite one. It's sort of a universal one. So that's on there. That is actually a ridiculous improvement. I don't know why I never thought of that before. Barely anything there, guys. There is a floor. Right, this time we'll try the table saw. So you can see I've got my dust hood on. That is in the connection at the back. My extended hose. And I've actually gone for the power takeoff. So I've plugged my saw into here. Remember, this was rated for 1700 watts. This is 1500, so I'm within the manufacturer's recommendation. When I turn my saw on, it'll be a bit loud, but that should turn on. Now, this doesn't normally kick up much dust. Minimal dust anywhere here, guys. I won't bother doing the miter saw. God help it, there is no bettering in the miter saw for dust collection. A lot of people do make dust hoods. Right, I found some dust. Right, hope you enjoyed that video. All in all, it's a Hoover basically, but Hoover, blower, power takeoff mode, plenty of accessories, built well, quite small and stylish. I'll have it linked below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like now. Apologies I didn't do a wet test, there's really no need for me to do it. I imagine it works just as well. So thanks for watching. And it also does come with a 2-year guarantee, like most Evolution products do. Peace.